The Port of Seattle is kicking off a multi-year study to assess the noise impact that SeaTac has on surrounding communities. The study happens roughly every 10 years since 1985, the last one being in 2014. King 5's Cornelius Hawker joins us live now to explain why this study is needed. Cornelius.
At this point, Port of Seattle's current noise impact data is 10 years old, so to address the current needs, they have to study what's happening now. In the cities closest to SeaTac, the unmistakable sound of airplanes pierce the air.
That's about what the planes typically sound like.
23 years and counting, Josh Cook says you never get used to the barrage of sound raining down from above.
Quality of life, living with the noise is a little bit ridiculous. It impacts everything to do with your family.
After he bought his home in the early 2000s, he did receive noise mitigation windows from the Port of Seattle.
In the beginning, it seemed like a substantial sound mitigation.
But now, Josh says they don't keep the noise out.
The age of the windows are all outdated. They should all be replaced.
Port of Seattle officials say it's crucial for people to speak up about issues related to sound from airplanes.
There's the lake.
That's why it's holding 3 open houses to kick off a multi-year study that could lead to federal grants for improvements.
One of the outcomes of the study is a noise remedy boundary area, and those folks that may be within that noise remedy boundary area could be potentially eligible for sound insulation.
Tom Fagerstrom, who's leading the study, is a noise program manager for the Port of Seattle. He encourages people to come to these open houses with questions.
To make sure that we are reaching all those communities that are possibly impacted by noise.
Communities like the one Josh lives in. He hopes the study will make a difference for him and his neighbors.
Everyday life, it does a rack on your nerves just hearing the noise.
A Port of Seattle officials say windows treated after 1993 aren't eligible for any more free soundproofing because that money came from the federal government. But in a different project, they are assessing how effective those old windows are, which could lead to more money from the government to replace those old windows. Live at SeaTac, Cornelius Hawker, King 5 News.